Hey guys, welcome to Planning with Crystal. So today's video is a really exciting one for me. It's all about Bambook and their endlessly reusable notebooks. So Bambook make notebooks that are like no other, and I'm going to explain a little bit about what that means and how this could work for you. So I reached out to Bambook, I saw an advert online and I was like, this sounds like a really clever idea. So I reached out and said, look, I have a YouTube channel, I would love to test these out and make a bit of a video on it. So I've tested them out and I must say I'm pleasantly surprised they do work exactly like they said they would. So I'm really excited to share it with you. So I've got a whole range of products here and I'm going to tell you where you can get these products, how you can get these products, and I'm going to link everything underneath. But yeah, I'm just going to kind of talk you through it and we're going to look at some of the products they offer. There's way more on the website. I'd recommend if you're interested in this, check out their website. Lots more there. There's an app. It's just so cool and I'm so excited. So we're just going to get started. So basically Bambook make a range of notebooks. I've got a selection of them here. So they make some that are hard. So they've got this like bamboo cover and you can have your brand logo and stuff on it if you would like. Then they do some more flexible kind of soft bound ones that have got like loads of gorgeous different designs and things. They do calendar diary type things. There's all sorts of different things available. There's also little notebooks you can use to take out and about with you. So I've been taking this one as like a bit of a pocket notebook thing, and I'm going to show you how I've been using all of these things. But the idea with this that makes it different from any other notebook is that it's erasable and reusable basically as many times as you would like. So what you do, and we're going to have a look at, like I said, how I've done this with these notebooks in different ways for different things, is you will write things down in your notebook in a normal way. So you get your notebook, you turn to whichever page, and there are lots and lots of different page types you can get. You can tailor this exactly to what you need, but it's kind of like a whiteboard. You're writing on it with a special pen, which actually comes with each notebook, and you can buy additional ones as well. So these are little erasable markers, and you can write on them. There's different colours and things available. I'll show you all that soon. Write away on them, and then as you're going along, if you make a mistake, you can rub it out with this end of the pen. They also have a kit if you want to do like a big cleanup, because the idea is you write down your notes, you then use the Bambook app, which you can download from the App Store or from Google Play. So I've downloaded the app from the App Store and I'll show you on the screen how things appear as I've written them down and then taken a picture of them. So the idea is you use whichever product you're using, you know, your list making, you are making study notes, you're planning out your day in the office, whatever you're using this for. Then when you've written everything you need to write, you scan it with your phone using the app, and the app will store whatever it is you've written, and then you can erase that page and use it again. That is the idea. Now, obviously you don't have to erase it straight away. The notebooks do have a number of pages in them, so you could use it for a couple of days, couple of weeks if you need to before you start erasing them. So there's no kind of pressure that you need to erase them really quickly, but if you do need to and you need more space and things like that, you can just scan them, take a picture of them. And actually this has been working really well for the way I take notes, because sometimes I'm a bit all over the place. If I'm out and about with my job, speaking to different people, I'm jotting down quick notes. I get to the end of the day and I don't always know what I've written where. So this has actually got me into a better habit of scanning the pages as I'm going along. It's not taking up space in my photos or getting jumbled up with my photos. It's sitting within its own app, so I can go back and just look at that. You can make folders within the app, so I have a folder for work things, another folder for like my YouTube things, another for like family things, so I can easily find the notes that relate to whatever I need it to relate to. And if you don't want to carry a notebook, it's all stored in your phone for you to refer to later. So the whole kind of concept is working as something really well for me. So like I said, all your notes are digitized in that Bambook app, which is completely free to download and to use and things, so don't worry about that at all. So obviously this is a much more sustainable way of having notebooks and either using notes for business or personal use, because you're not having to keep buying books, they're not having to keep cutting down trees. And on the topic of trees, Bambook, for every product you buy, will plant a tree. So they're doing lots of good as well, and you know, your paper's never going to run out, so there's a lot of value in that, isn't there? So like I said, they can be fully erased with a damp cloth. They actually sell a little kit. Now you could just use a damp cloth to wipe your pages, but they do a little kit, which I think is the cutest thing ever. If you know me, you know I love a good kit. So this is a little kit that they do. It's in a little cloth bag like this with a zipper on it, and what you get inside, you get a little bamboo spray. It's branded like this. and you put water in it and you can just spray on your page and then just wipe it clean. There's then a little black cloth like this which you can use to obviously wipe off that water and your page is completely clean. And then there's also this like white spongy thing which you can use if you've got a really big area to erase. They do have much bigger products that would be kind of especially useful for. You can get different colour pens, so they sent me a pack of their dry erasable pens. So like I said, these are Bambook pens. The pens are actually made by Staedtler, which if you are aware of pens and you know your pens, is a pretty darn good brand. So they do a pack of 4 like this with a range of colours. So we've got like a red one, green one, blue one, black one. You're going to see me using these in a second so you can see how they write and what the colours are like. They all on the end have that little eraser type thing so you can just easily like wipe away any little mistakes. If you're like me, you make a lot of mistakes when you're writing. They also sell this which actually fills up the pen. So when your pen's getting low, you feel like it's running out of ink, then you can basically unfasten this, take the lid off the pen, slot the pen into this, and overnight it will refill your pen. And it says that one of these will refill up to 3 to 5 times. I haven't tested that yet because the pen is still going strong. The pen will obviously last as long as any type of marker would. But it's just an option for you, so it's dead easy to sort of refill these. If you don't want to kind of get additional pens and things, you can just get a little refill station and do that yourself. But yeah, whole range of notebooks. So we're going to talk through a little bit about the notebooks and I'm going to show you, like I said, how I've used them. So when you come to choose your Bambook, there's lots of options. We're going to have a look at the hardcover first, and this is what the hardcover looks like. It's got that bamboo cover on the front and back. So like I said, you can get a logo and things etched on there if you wanted to. It's got an elastic closure. As I said, it comes with the pen with the little kind of erasable tip on it. And then when you open it up inside, I've actually written in this and I'll show you, like I said, what that looks like in a second. But as you're designing this book, you're choosing what kind of pages go in here. So there's many options. Personally, I've gone with a range of lined pages, then a range of the to-do list pages, and I've just kind of fitted it out how I think it would be most useful for me, and I've ended up with the dotted kind of squared pages at the back. Now there's a whole range. You can even add things like sheet music pages, basically whatever you think of they can add for you. There's lots and lots of options, and there's the squares at the back. But yeah, so many options. So you can choose where in your book those pages will go. So if you want the squares but you want them at the front or the middle or wherever you want them, you can do all that online. It's super flexible and the book is made for you, so it should work perfectly for whatever use you've got for this. So definitely, if you're interested, check out the website. You can choose soft covers, hard covers, all kinds of different things. I'm going to show you some of the others as well. And when you do get your book, it does come with a little cover like this. So I've taken the one off the hardcover book, but it's got the QR code there where you can scan it and download the app really easily. It tells you exactly how to use everything. So it says here, erase your pages with a damp cloth, as I've said. Use the eraser on your marker for minor corrections. Let the ink dry for 5 seconds to keep your notes nicely in place. So I find even if I write towards the end of the page and then need to go back and add something further up, as long as I've just left it a couple of seconds, it doesn't take many, then it has dried and I can rub my hand over it and it isn't just going to rub off. Because obviously when you think about something that erases quickly and easily, you think, am I going to accidentally rub it off? But I think as long as you follow the directions, you will find that shouldn't be an issue. And it tells you about how to use the app as well. And then on the back, it tells you that you're a hero because you're contributing to a greater good, making single-use paper a thing of the past. It tells you how to get in contact with them, and it tells you, as I've said, about how to kind of customise the books for work. So this is one of their stunning designs. This is called their floral notebook, and I have got it with the lined pages inside like this. In the inner cover you can put your name as well if you want to. It's got a loop as well stuck in the back of the book, as all the books have, with that pen, so it's close at hand, because obviously you're not going to write on the pages with any other pen. You're going to want this pen kind of close at hand. So that was the floral notebook, and I'm going to link all the notebooks down under the video, so if you do find one that you particularly want to go for, then you can do that. There's also a calendar version. Again, it does come with that little card explaining things. I've just kept it on for now, but obviously you can take it off. So again, this is kind of like a soft version of this calendar. Again, it's elasticated and it's got your pen attached to it. But this one, as the name would suggest, calendar, is a calendar. So it's kind of like a diary. So it starts off with space for your personal details. It's got some checklists. Then it's got the months of the year. So you can just see how this could last you for many years, because you can just rub it out and redo it. So Here is a page I've actually already completed within the notebook, and then I'm going to put on the screen here what that looks like when I've scanned it and put it on my phone. Obviously it'll be a bit smaller because it's on a phone, but you can kind of see I can still read all of my notes and things. And when you do take a picture with the app, it literally scans the whole page and you can move the kind of borders of it. So if you only wanted to include some of the page, you can do, and if you want to include all of it, that's what it automatically kind of defaults to. And then, like I said, it lives in your app for you to revisit. So if you want to store your old calendar before you wipe all this for the next year, you can do that. So your week is across 2 pages. You can see here the days of the week, and you can literally add in all your days as you go along. And that's repeated throughout the calendar and ends just on a blank page like that, so you can put whatever you need there. And like I said, if that changes throughout the year, you can amend it. There's also this little ruler here that you can easily pull out and move within the pages to kind of get yourself to wherever you want to be. So whichever week you're on, you move this with it, and then you know exactly where you're up to. It's perforated, so it just easily clips in where you want it to go, and then you can see there with that tab at the top exactly where you're up to, and just flip it open right to whichever week you're on. And on the topic of tabs and things like that, you can buy additional tabs for your notebook. So if you wanted to put additional tabs in the calendar, you could absolutely do it with your calendar. But at the same time, if you've got one of these notebooks or the hardcover notebook or whatever type of notebook you've got, you can use your different tabs to kind of separate different things. So I've just popped in some of the dividers here. So they sit at the top, they sit in line as well, so it's really easy just to grab whichever one you want. So I've put them in so I can see when my to-do list starts, when the dot pages start, and when those square pages start. But obviously you could use it if you're working on like a project and there's different strands of it, or you're using it for different elements of work or personal or whatever. This is a really good option. Or if you're studying, you could use it for different sections within your studies and things like that. So like I said, they work with the different notebooks and things like that. I also have this, which I found super helpful. So this is the pocket notebook. So it's the smallest kind of notebook they do. Still comes with one of these in front that tells you how to use everything, but I've removed mine because I'm going to be taking it out and about with me more and more. So you've still got the loop there for your pen, and you'll notice the pen sits perfectly within the line of the notebook, so it's not sticking out and getting caught on things in your bag. This is on the back, made in Holland, and it's spiral, as are all the notebooks. That is something I didn't mention before. So this doesn't have a strap thing that goes around the front like an elasticated thing. It is just like an open notebook like this. So I've used it for a few different things. So this is just some videos I wanted to get done in September, so I've used it for that. This is one that I just kind of keep in my bag. I also used it for a shopping list, and again I'm going to put it up on the screen so you can see what that looks like scanned into my phone. Now, as much as I do like a bit of technology and things, I do like to handwrite things. It's one of the reasons I love stationery so much. So what's been good for me with this is I can handwrite as I'm at home and I'm thinking about food we need to pick up, and then if I need to sort of delegate that task, as in ask my other half if he can pick up the items, I could take a picture and just easily email it over to him. So there's different ways you can use it. And then this particular notebook starts off with to-do list pages, then it just goes to some lined pages. So you can write whatever you want, you can use this however you want, and I'm showing when you've got it in hand you'll see what works best for you. Flipping over the pages, the blank on this side, apart from at the start when we have got the to-do list pages. So again, if you want to kind of draw a few different things, like work out a little diagram or whatever it is you do, you can do pretty much whatever you want with these things, and I just think it's a really cute, nice little size. So I've shown you everything I've got here. Another thing to mention with the markers, the particular version I'm showing you here is the 0.6mm. They do 1.0mm or a centimetre nib as well, so if you want different size nibs, there are options and stuff on that. I'm going to show you a quick video of me now writing with the pen so you can see how the different coloured pens look. So all in all, I have been really impressed with my Bambook experience. So with the app, it's been working quite well for me. I have found sometimes when I'm scanning pages into the app, depending on the lighting and the way I'm holding it, is how well it's picking up different letters and different words. And I think some of that can be down to how much pressure I'm putting on when I'm writing as well, and which colour pen I'm using and things. So trial and error, it's getting easier the more I do it to kind of get the knack of what works for me and the way that I write. And I guess that's going to be kind of different for everyone because we all write differently. But all in all, it's been working really well. I've been amazed how easily this has kind of fit into my routine, because for a couple of weeks I've just literally said, right, I'm not using any other kind of notebook and I'm just using these, and I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about that and how it was going to work. But so far so good, and instead of, like I said, losing little things I've written down or not being sure where they are, it's been easy to find it because I know I've got that backup in my phone just so long as I've done those scans. So let me know in the comments what you think of this as a concept. Are you intrigued to try it? I was just so excited, and I've really enjoyed using them because it's like magic. It's like something I've never had before and something I've never played with before. So I've really enjoyed that kind of difference in it and seeing how it fits in. And the fact that these notebooks can just last you for life is just such a clever, amazing concept. So like I said, let me know in the comments what you think of this. I'm going to link everything underneath, so if you do see anything that you would like, or if you want to explore this further, do go and check that out. Thank you so much to the guys over at Bambook for sending this my way. I've really enjoyed using it and I will continue to do so. So thank you so much for watching this video. I'd love it if you give it a thumbs up. It lets me know you're enjoying the content I'm producing, and I'd love it if you subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell to be notified when my next video goes live. Thanks so much for watching. Bye guys.